Hi, my name is Samantha McCarthy and I'm a teacher here at West Hills Montessori School in Portland, Oregon. And I want to talk to you today about the checkerboard. Checkerboard is a material we use to teach long multiplication. And we give this material as one of the first things that we teach children when they enter into first grade. And it continues on for a couple years after that until they really get it and then they won't need the material anymore. What it is that we have this mat here, and each of the colors is a different category. So the greens represent units, the blues represent tens, the reds represent hundreds, thousands for the other greens, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, and 100 millions. So they're able to do problems that are really large, which really appeals to elementary age children. They always want to do the biggest problem they can. We have these beads right here, and each of the beads they're color coded and they're each a certain value. So the red ones are 1 beads, the green ones are 2 beads, and they go all the way up to the dark blue ones, which are 9 beads. And the children are always very familiar with these beads because they use them when they're in the primary from when they're 3 to 6 years old. So what we do is we use these tiles to write out a problem. So let's say that we were going to multiply 437 times 48, let's say. So this would be the multiplicand down here, and this is the multiplier, how many times you're multiplying it. And we would start by flipping over the tens, because you start with the units always in multiplication. And then we start right here in the unit square, because that's where you always start. So 7 times 8. And you would ask the children what that was, and if they don't know, they can just take the 7 bars 8 times. So that's the first way that they would do it. But if they do know, then they would just do the math in their head and write and put down the actual answer. So I guess I'll do it that way. So 7 times 8 is 56. So you would put a 6 in the units and a 50 in the tens. And then you'd go on to the next category. So 3 times 8, which is 24. So they would put a 2 and a 4 to make 24, like that. And then you go to the next category, which is 4 times 8. And 4 times 8 is 32. So you would take 30 and 2. And as you put each bead on each square, it takes the category of, it takes on the number of the square. So this isn't just a 3, it's a 3,000 because it's on the 3,000 square. And then you finish the first row and you'll flip over the unit and go on to the 10. So then we would do 4 times 7, which is 28. And then 4 times 3 is 12. And so on and so forth. So, and then once they complete it, they'll bring all of the different beads down to the lower level and then they'll count them all up and that'll be their answer. So, and in the beginning they'll do it without writing anything down, and as they continue and progress, they'll learn how to write them down, how to record partial products, and how to get the final answer. So.